Hey everyone, this is Kevin with Divinely Designed, and I have a little bit of a different video today. I went on a road trip today to the Heirloom Festival, which is a paper crafting, stamping, scrapbooking convention fair of sorts in Allentown, Pennsylvania, which is about a little over an hour northwest of me. Never been to a craft fair before, so I was kind of interested to go and see what they were all about. This one did have some classes you could sign up for, but I didn't sign up for anything, and I really just went there with the intention of checking it out, seeing what it was like, and then obviously probably doing some shopping. So here, for my first festival, or first sort of convention, paper crafting convention, I will say the things that I learned, and this was a fairly small to medium-sized convention, I would say. There was probably about 30 different vendors there. I got there around 10:30 in the morning and left around 2, which was a perfect amount of time, I think. I might have stayed an extra half hour if I really wanted to, but that was, 4.5 hours seemed pretty good for going through, seeing all the booths, checking out all the stuff. The things I learned were wear comfortable shoes, because even though this was a small one, I was pretty much walking around the whole day. It's good if you bring your own shopping bag, because they give you sort of little plastic bags that after you buy a few things sort of don't work very well. And bring a lot of patience. This place was packed, really. It was pretty impressive, actually. Almost every booth just had people in it. They were constantly buying stuff. So there's a lot of crafters, paper crafters, scrapbookers out there, and there were people. There were people there from miles away that drove hours to get there. So, but anyway, so I thought I would go over sort of my haul, my little bring home that I took today. So let's see. First, let's just do this over here. So first, I just some paper. This was from there was a couple of paper dealers there, and this color combination especially just screams spring to me. So I love this color green. This is probably my favorite green, and these were in their seconds bin or something, so they were only $3, so that was a good deal. And then I got this really heavy weight vellum that I thought would be interesting to try. I got some gelatos. This is a whole container of metallics, which is pretty cool. I don't have any of these, so that was pretty cool. And I didn't know any of the sellers that were there before I went, except for this one. Impression Obsession I had heard of before, and their booth was definitely very popular. This was the only company I had heard of prior to going to the festival. I had never really heard of a bunch of these other ones, but this thing is really cool, and I was kind of interested in it. I looked at it online before I went, and I don't know if I can open it up here, but it's basically just a big acrylic block that has a handle on it, and it comes with these background. You can buy these big background stamps. So I have this wood grained one, this sort of crackle finish one, and then this one just kind of struck me. This isn't really normally what I would get, but this is kind of a tool, right? Like in those old fabrics, and the pattern, I don't know, it just sort of struck me, and they had a good deal, so you bought 2 of the background stamps and you got 1 free. So I chose this one as my free one. But anyway, you just they come in these big stamps, and you just take them and you can mount them on this kind of rocking acrylic block, and then you can use it to stamp. You just sort of push it down and hold and rock the whole thing across. So, I'm kind of excited to try that. That was pretty interesting. So that was from Impression Obsessions, and then this was a little unusual for me. They have this thing called Craft Fantastic, and it's actually jewelry. And you buy these little kits. So this is like a charm, and they have different kind of styles of charms. But they come with these, you know, round. They're not glass. I don't know what they are. Resin. I'm not really sure. But they come with these round plastic pieces. And so what you do is you take an image. This is just some pattern paper. But you take an image, and this is perfect. This is a 1-inch charm. So if you have a 1-inch punch, it works really well. And then you take this glue, which is fantastic glaze and glue, and you put it on the bottom of the piece of plastic, and then you just push it onto your charm. And there are little stickies that you can use to stick the image to the charm then also, that are super, super strong. But then it sort of magnifies the image a little. Let me see if I can get a little closer here. I don't know if you can guys see that. But anyway, so it sort of magnifies the image. I've done a little bit of jewelry, mostly beaded jewelry in the past as a craft activity. But I think I might use these in mixed media kind of stuff. So I got a couple of little kits for that, some of the plastic beads and Craft Fantastic. So that was kind of interesting. My biggest buy, though, I have to say, was this company, which is called Heartfelt Creations. And they have like coordinating stamps and dies. I never really heard of them. And really what grabbed me was their flower dies. A lot of their flowers just look really great. And they sell the little kits that you can get to, you know, curl flower leaves and stuff like that. But I have some clay crafting tools, and I have a couple things like this that have, you know, balls on the end, and you can use them to sort of give shape to your petals. So they had a really good deal. Well, I guess it's really good. I'm not really sure. But they have multiple stamps. So this one is called Tattered Blossoms. So there's a stamp that goes along with it that gives this pattern to it, and it pairs with the Tattered Blossoms die. So let me see, here it is. This is the Tattered Blossoms die. But they have multiple stamp kits that will do different stamped images on this, and that will still work with this die kit, or this particular die set. But their deal at the booth was, if you bought, I'm not going to lie, these are a little pricey. So the combination of these is $50, $30 for the dies and $20 for the stamps. But if you bought 4 of them, you got $50 taken off. So basically you got one set for free. So that was, you know, that was a pretty good deal. But so anyway, so I have I bought 4 different styles of flowers and their matching dies that go with them. And I just want to show you, because some of these, it's really, they have examples at their booth, which was what totally sold me. Because the flowers just look so good. So here's some of their examples, like this flower over here. I mean, that's a great looking flower. Some of these that come off down here. And this is one I bought right here, I think that pattern. So their flowers look really great, and if you can see some of these, I've never seen this product before, like in this flower here, the center of it is sort of this, I mean, it looks almost real. It's this stuff called prills, so I bought some of that too. They're called mini prills, and you can get them in all sorts of colors, so this was a pack. But they're sort of, I think, you know, you can just add them to the centers of things to give them color and texture, and so I bought some of those as well. So that was sort of my big buy. Was the stuff from Heartfelt Creations, a couple of dies and stamp sets. So I'm excited to try some of these. So, okay, that's it. Just a little bit of a different video for me here at Divinely Designed, and let me know, have you attended craft fairs or scrapbooking conventions or paper crafting conventions? I know there's like a big one. It's usually in the beginning of the year. I think it's called CHA. I've seen videos online of that one. But let me know if you've attended them and what your experiences have been. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Do you think you get good deals at them? Do you go to take classes? Do you go just to see new techniques, find unusual things? Tell me what your experiences have been in the crafting convention, fair, exhibition kind of realm. So, all right, that's it. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I will talk to you all later.